But here we are now at the first match of the lower bracket, looking at these teams we cutie in the gold lane, Dave.
Ooh, that is a roster. We got Oven on a roaming position, Loopy on EXP, Saystar on the mid lane, Bowie on jungler, and D on the gold lane. Yesterday, they have showed us Onic Overlord. Unfortunately, they did end up losing to Evos Icon, not without putting on a fight. Tonight, can they take on the giant, the Philippine proudest, or actually in this case, loudest for us tonight? What do you think?
I mean, they definitely had some hiccups last night, and I know that they are ready because we're already jumping into the game. We're not wasting any time here. We're jumping right into it. And as you said, I mean, just kind of sticking to an older style, to whereas Onic seemed to be having less issues in the draft and there's more issues.
There was a lot of disengaged, CoachTezet getting caught out way too much. Now, today coming in, again, Trax, let's take a look at the draft. Fanny, Ling, and Eve. This seems just like yesterday. Now, we tested out quite a bit of, should I say, emblems before the game, before today's cast started. But Fanny, Ling, I mean, those are just very surprising. But look at this lightning speed picks. Trax, what's going on?
I don't know. They're not wasting it. That Kaj has been a very hot pick up front whenever it's open. Owen picks it up immediately. CoachTezet going to lock in the standard Fredrin here, which again, this could be flexed around. You're going to see the damage.
I think it's probably damage because they have Kaja, and then what they need is once they lock somebody down. I was wondering where the Angela was, you know, because we were just testing the common emblem, and then yesterday when I noticed why was this Angela never running out of mana, and not only not running out, the mana bar was always full. In this case, and yeah, after we talked about it, it turned out this is also why Uranus is now coming back to prominence, is exactly because of the common emblem. So are we going to see an Angela this game? I think it will work out pretty well for the side of Echo.
I mean, it's open right now, so I think, honestly, it could work out for Onic too. You pair it up with this, I mean, you could run it as a mage. I think you'd want to run it a bit more of support, so maybe not this time because they've already got the Kaja. So yeah, I guess it could go to the side of Echo. You're pretty much making Fredrin even more invincible. The possibilities are there, but we're running through the second stage of bans here. Novaria banned out, the Wan banned out, Melissa banned out. Both teams still needing a gold lane here, and both teams focusing in onto the gold lane. The Brody has been pretty popular this tournament, but one thing we also need to watch out for Benny Cutie.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. We got Melissa, 1-1 being banned away. I mean, absolutely really well with someone like Kaja. So, Onic really tanks are just not popular anymore, right? We are all heavily prioritizing Kaja, Franco, those two characters, because all the assassins available, all the mobility is available in the game, like character like Claude, who are heavily benefiting from the common emblem. I don't think this is going to be a Layla pick, but hey, it wouldn't make sense.
We have two heavy frontliners with the Uranus and with the Fredrin. We have the Franco, who can be in the front line, check bushes. Here's some hot picks from the side of Onic Overlord. We have the Lunox to shred down this Uranus, and what's that in the gold lane? The Moskov. What do you think about that, Dave?
Ooh, to be honest, like, okay, I kind of understand the Lunox pick, right? Because again, they need the burst damage to work with Kaja. They got Lancelot, but Moscow pick, do they just want off the lineups of the two teams? Trax, we don't see the draft here, but the players are looking nice.
The players are actually going to be playing in the Land of Dawn. This is actually the draft. Sanford chose Sanford, Yaoi chose Yaoi, and they're going to be playing themselves as we jump into this game. It's not the Land of Dawn. It's actually going to be a fight right now. I'm just joking, but here we go into game number 1 in the lower bracket. One of these teams will be going home tonight, and one of these teams will be advancing to go up against Evos Icon.
Hell yeah, that's right. Who is going to be going forward
I love it.
to take on the next opponent? Evos Icon was waiting for them. That's a two series tonight, and who is going to go home? Pack it up, you know, taking the train up Busan to go back home. Oh, here we go. Yaoi. The interesting about a Franco play, yesterday we seen Yaoi coming in, right? Like with the Franco, was it Yaoi? Like hiding in a more...
No, that was another game that died. That was JP. JP had the Franco and died to the Fanny when he tried to do this.
Right. I wasn't sure what is that all about. Now, seeing Yaoi doing something similar, maybe this is just the MPL meta. Should I say the Asia meta, right? People are treating something different.
I mean, they're getting vision, and I feel like Yawi, this is we definitely want to keep our eyes on Yawi here. He had a little bit of a rough day yesterday, I would say, but I don't want to count out Echo just yet. I mean, there's still a lot of money on the line, and they want to do something here. They do get that hook on Assassin. He's able to get away, though. I like the pressure from both teams, with still no kills on the map.
No kills at all. Pretty chill. In fact, we're seeing item too much. And now on the bottom lane, there is another fight going on. Seems like a dive, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Dude, look at Uranus, the other emblem attributes, and he still be as OP and just spamming skills like what Uranus is doing. I mean, in the mid lane tracks.
Ooh, Owen in a little bit of trouble there. Sasser getting some chip damage on a CoachTezet. The appraisal.
Ooh, it seemed like a free turtle for Echo.
We'll see. Owen coming in. CoachTezet still able to get it. The Phantom Execution does come in, but not enough damage. Wait, defended airstrike. Luppy goes down.
Another fight happening. You know, Echo being playing pretty aggressive here. Ooh, the hook barely missed. I was wondering why not just flicker ult, actually flicker double ult, right? With Benny, with Yawi, and they will get a kill on D for sure. Oh, this might happen. This might just happen right here. Look at this.
Look at them just grouped up here. They're just waiting. The trap is set, but Onic Overlord smells it. They know it's coming. They're not going to fall into it too easy. Owen hanging out in the tri-bush, just keeping us slow. Still waiting to see how this EXP lane plan pans out and who ends up getting the advantage first.
Ooh. A pretty peaceful bottom lane. I don't think this Uranus is killable. Right, because if you do, I believe, before you do 4 skill situation, just spinning for free. Oh, CoachTezet.
Uh-oh, CoachTezet in a little bit of trouble, brought down to about half health. They flicker in, they're looking for the finish, the darkness. Can they get it? No, boy, chasing him down. CoachTezet still up, finally falls to the rose thorns.
Oh, dodge.
Bad Yawi, though, looking to stop him. The bloody hunt comes, boy able to get away. Yawi still chasing him, takes a tower shot.
Mechanic from Boy, to be honest. What he did over there. Oh, here we go. Tracks.
A little bit more action.
Uranus, even with the ultimate activated, when you go against character like Lunox, but before that tracks, seemed like the hook landed. Now 5 against.
They're not stopping at all, Dave. Hook. Boy, able to still get the turtle there, though. Owen taking a little bit of damage. CoachTezet wants to go in, wants to push the advantage. Sanji and Benny Cutie behind him. The bombs come down, don't connect onto anybody.
1 for 1 indeed. It seemed like the fight could have gone either way, to be honest. Like, Onic seemed like they had it for a little while, and then when the penalty zone came in, I thought that was a nice position for Loopy to jump in, but the entire team backed away. And the fact that I was just talking about how Lunox will be issued, hopefully, from the side of Onic, played by Sazar, and then show us some one-shot combo here. But I think both sides, they all have like suppression. You know, one's from Franco, one's from Kaja. It really comes down to who locks down who more accurately, right? The accuracy from like how they use their ultimate is gonna
the penalty zone, but they're still standing, and Loopy goes down. Echo Loud taking that fight under the tower. Speaking of towers, though, Boy able to pick up something with a split push up in the top side, but Echo Loud are coming for the mid lane. A nice hook lands onto Owen as CoachTezet and Boy fight it out in mid.
Surprising number advantage towards the mid lane, just surprise you, catch you off guard, right? You don't expect them to have 5 people jumping on you. Even though it was a nice ultimate from Owen to pull Frederick under the tower, on top of penalty zone ultimate, it was a Chin CC actually, but it just wasn't able, actually I believe it was Sanford. It was Sanford or CoachTezet, but they were not able to kill him because both are really, really tanky. And on top of the fact, Echo is actually the master of juggling aggros. If you're looking for some teams who know how to like take aggros one after another, and look no further than Echo. And that they showed a textbook demonstration in mid tier 1. Here we go.
Yeah, a little bit of damage and have the Divine's Judgment. The puncture through from Boy. Sasser and Luppy here as well. But right now, Onic Overlord, it felt like they were in the back foot, but look how much ground they've taken up in the top side. A nice connect from Benny Cutie onto Sasser. Yawi with the bloody hunt onto Luppy, though. But Onic want to try to fight back here. Hanging out in the mid side.
Ahead on levels. He also have 2 kills compared to no kills from D. But you saw how aggressive D is now at this point. Oh, stun connects in the mid lane though. This guy's dead.
Stun, big hook. Loopy goes down. CoachTezet now moving on to Sasser here. Watch for Owen though. Hiding to the backside. He does have an ultimate, but he's not going to try to make the play just yet. Sasser under the tower just dodges the Appraiser's Wrath.
Ooh.
Boy also hiding out in the bush. Going to puncture through. Do a little bit of chip damage. They just want to clear this wave. They want to try to defend this tower. It feels like they've been defending it for the past few minutes.
Dude, 1 HP on the tower. I don't even know how Onyx doing it. And if you look at total gold, they're able to play head-to-head, toe-to-toe against Echo, right? And this is, look at this gold. There's no gold difference. 9 minutes into the game, we're sitting at less than what, 600 gold difference? Probably 300 to 400 gold differential. Oh, another Echo. 4-man number advantage in the mid lane though. Can they push? I mean, this is only a Lunox. Why do you think they can't push this break to tier 1 tower? They've been trying it many times already, Trex.
I mean, I think at this point also, they're not really like forcing it, right?
Oh,
They want a little bit more than that tower, but now it looks like they might lose something more. Yawi gets pulled in, stunned against the wall. D chips him down in seconds. Boy, gonna puncture in, get some nice damage. To Phantom Execution, and Sanji goes down. A nice pickup for Onic Overlord, taking out 2 members. Lord is up. Are they gonna use this advantage to start to take this Lord?
Oh my God! Look at Sanford now. He's unkillable. At least he think he is. Without Sasser. Oh, here comes the jump.
Yeah, a little bit
of collapse.
CoachTezet pushes
Sasser
in, looking to stop somebody here. Boy dashes through, gets the roses off. Lord still at about 70% here. CoachTezet doesn't want to give it up. Benny Cutie able to take out Sasser on the right side, on the left side. Sanford now going to zone away Boy. CoachTezet, though, still not forcing this Lord too fast. They want to make sure that Boy's as far away as possible and maybe find somebody. Sanji able to pick up Lupi here. Owen with Divine Judgment. D here as well. A lot of damage coming out from him, but he's still forced to dash away because Benny Cutie's here waiting. Owen brought low. Echo confirming position over this Lord pit. Not only that, but they're taking 3 members.
It's Benny time. Benny is 4-0. This is no longer just one of those like baby that needs babysit, right? Now he's a monster. He's already the late Lord. This is
He was at like 50%. I don't think he was above 50. He might have even been a little under. And there's Benny forcing D away, and it just confirms their position even more.
Ooh. Now with a 5-man Echo push on the bottom side. Let's see. They have another advantage. Fredrin comes in, Trex.
Yeah, Fredrin does come in. Lord connecting. It was not enhanced, so D's going to be able to melt this down pretty fast. They may not lose any inhibitors out of this push, but Echo Loud now has a decent advantage, and they have control of the map.
Ooh, you know, obviously support, you're probably not going to see much differential on support. Oh, here we go. The flicker.
Oh, that's a lot of damage out of Sanford. Sanford instantly deleted. Sanji might be next. Phantom Execution connects. Sanji on the run, but in the mid side, Boy left his team, and Echo Loud's looking for 2.5 minutes.
Whoa. Now the Echo power comes online. This is Benny's game. A0-0 already, man. I mean, this is way too much. Moscow is not even there. Moscow hasn't died, by the way. It's not like D has played bad or, you know, by any standard. He's just not able to be as effective as Beatrix. At the beginning of the game, I was wondering, why was Onic not going with Beatrix, right? Because it would have worked really well with Kaja's ultimate. I mean, it seems like they have enough damage, but sometimes they're not doing it fast enough. If they had a Beatrix with a Kaja hook, they would be how short-handed Moscow is. They have to be really careful with those engages. And I think that's definitely not turning to their favor right now, Trex. For a set of Onic.
Definitely an issue for Onic. I mean, what can they really do here, right? I think they need to kind of do the wait and bait strategy, but also Boy needs to maybe stick with it off, so they need to be careful. And I mean, their positioning isn't horrible, but with the advantage that Echo Loud has right now, it's rough. Like, if they don't take out Benny Cutie, if Owen can't find Benny Cutie in these fights, there's no way that Onic Overlord can come out on top.
Yeah, look at the top side. Oh, here we go.
Conceal play from Yawi. Finding position, hooks in. Still hasn't used the Bloody Hunt, though. Lupi decided to start that Lord. I don't know if that was a good decision. Owen in the backside. Finds Sanford. Onic Overlord are taking members out. Can they find another D versus Benny? And Benny goes down. CoachTezet trying to pick up the pieces here. Though he's all alone, and D gets the triple. Sanford versus the world. Onic Overlord maybe able to take this. Couldn't quite figure out who ended up getting the Lord, though.
The Lord, I think, definitely went to Echo. It seemed like Onic just dropped it. They just like, we don't want the Lord, we want the win. Look at this, they're going for the win right now. Oh, here we go. The Lord comes out, though. You know what was interesting? This is what I was talking about, Echo not being themselves. Before, at M4, we saw an Echo that's united, that does one thing at a time. And that's always one thing. You will never see 2 people on Lord, 3 people onto the team fight, ever. You will never find it once. But in today's game, that in WCG that we saw, it's the Kaja and the Sasser on a Lunox, and they were losing it, right? They were not doing enough damage. They don't have the damage. And then when Moscow came in, he just cleaned house. Meanwhile, on the other side, he had Boo.
I think another important thing, you know, we were focusing on Benny Cutie for so long because he was 8-0.
Oh,
but
RTZ.
D may not have had as many kills, but he still had 0 deaths. So he's been Taz, but still, as long as it's ooh, nice brilliance. Now Echo trying to kind of move in. Lord will be up in about 55 seconds. Are they going to make this play? The conceal, Dave. The hook lands. The flicker brings him in. The suppression to connect. And Owen, immortality pops. Wait, hold on. Big ult from Loopy. Able to stall the fight out, but the airstrike comes down.
Moscow.
CoachTezet getting brought low. D wants blood. He wants more. CoachTezet gonna go down. That's an unstoppable kill over to stop a D, and he's still pushing the pressure in. Owen able to find Yaoi in the backside. Boy trying to finish him off. Pops the roses, waiting for the puncture through. The Phantom Execution doesn't have it, but he still gets the kill. Echo on the back foot.
Oh my God. What is happening, Trex? The fight over and over again. Just now, it was a good hook onto Kaja, but Kaja had immortality. And then this is the why more fights.
He is a monster right now, Dave. I mean, he's kind of a glass cannon. We just saw how much damage Sanji does to him with just one feathered airstrike. But still, as long as he can position correctly, it is GG's.
Yes. Look at the immortalities, right? On the side of Onic Overlord, we have 4 immortalities. And Lunox, it seems like he's building Winter Tronchen or something like that, the next item. But for the side of Echo, they only have 2 immortalities. That means, effectively, for Onic, they have 9 lives.
This could be the fight. The Lord is connecting. CoachTezet trying to defend along with the team. Nabir's passion comes out. They're trying to melt it down. Nice. Wait, big hook. Pulling him in. They're able to get the finish. D goes down as well. Echo Loud defending brilliantly. Not only defending, but able to take a few members with them.
Pretty good. Onic definitely rushed it, right? Like the minion wave wasn't completely in, and then it wasn't a decisive hook from Owen. They had the Moscow's coming back in 5 seconds, so Echo's gonna take a step back. They're not gonna make the same mistake that Onic did. It's pretty good. Are we just gonna allow a boy to keep on dancing like this?
These items, Dave.
Oh, here we go. Okay, D is fully maxed out. He sold his last item. He sold his immortality because it was useless now. For full the Lancelot as well as on the Terizla. On the opposition, we still only have 2 immortalities from Echo. It's still on Fredrin, it's still on Franco, and I don't know if those are still active. Let's take a look. It seems like Franco's immortality, I can't see it anymore. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, okay, Franco's immortality is not active, but Fredrin is. So they have 6 people versus probably 8 or 9 right now. I mean, this is the next lore fight. If it just full claps on each other, Onic might still win.
Shots to the face, because that's essentially whoever can last a bit longer is going to give your marksman more time to unload damage, and that's where Onic Lord. Wait a second, the conceal play, but Owen was waiting for it. Yaoi going to get pulled in. He tries to flicker. He's not able to connect. A big whip. Wait, the hook still lands. Sanji waiting to pop it down, but no. A nice penalty zone into the backside. Forces Winter Trunching on Sanji. Has to remaneuver, move around, and CoachTezet still goes down. The puncture through. Boy looking for Sanji. Sanji looking for Boy. Benny Cutie here as well. Picks up the double. 3 members of Onic Overlord go down. Echo Loud coming out on top in this team fight.
Oh, that was such a good. That was also Echo, by the way. Finally, we see a silhouette of the Echo that we like to see him for, which is taking a decisive numbered advantage fights. Now, can they clear this wave here? I think they might be able to.
Here. D should be able to clear up. Echo not going to push too hard. They still haven't gone for the Lord, though, Dave.
Yeah. I mean, Echo want to win this game. Only 2 people alive. 20 seconds. Caught it with the hook tracks.
Is this going to be a mistake, though?
Oh, the stun!
D's still up. D's still up. Can he clear the wave? It's D and Owen versus the world. He's trying. He's hanging on. They haven't locked onto the base just yet. The minions aren't there. Echo.
You can't, because Benny Cutie was absolutely a monster this entire game, through and through. And then now D, look at the mechanics, right? When he popped the Winter Tronchen at the exact right moment. Oh, here we go, Trex. One more time. Yaoi. Boy. Look at Boy.
Oh, Boy looking for Sanji. Sanji. Still goes down. Boy able to escape there. Now Benny's alone. He's split from the pack. He's like the calf right now. He's the weak calf, and they found him. The Wolves are here. Benny Cutie has to get away. The immortality pops. There's no escape today. Benny Cutie picked off Sanford all alone. It is back and forth right now, Dave.
40-second on the timer, 60-second on Penny, 40-second on Sunji. I mean, we got a full Onic coming in with a full pack minion wave, and no one.
What you are, but they're going to lock onto the base here. Game number 1 in a best of 3 goes over to Onic Overlord.
Oh my God, Onic Overlord. Who would thought, right? Just once again, the meta shift has shown us no one can stay king forever. The PH domination, I think there are a lot of streamers now, including Zane, we're talking about, right? From the last season at least, on the World Cyber Game stage, and they're doing a really good job. They're winning it to 1-0 ahead. Trex, I don't know what to say. I'm just really excited for what's up ahead of us, M5 and everything. To be honest, this is crazy.
It is insanity. And what's been even crazier about this whole event is that we've been seeing teams that have been going outside of. Normally that's like a, 1 out of 10 time that happens. But in the WCG, it feels like every time a team has gone.
Now you think about it, it actually makes sense. This will go into my book because something now we'll definitely consider for future references. Right? Because you have Uranus, you have Franco, you have Doom, right? And guess who's the best marksman to take advantage of all of that situation at once? It's Moscow. And Moscow's damage you saw in last game, the only problem Moscow had was Farsa's ultimate, right? The Feathers airstrike was...
The way they paired it up, and boy, he knew the assignment, right? Because you mentioned the Feathered airstrike, and every time Sanji, he would wait. Every time Sanji would use that Feathered airstrike, here comes Boy to stop it. And Boy did such a good job on the Lancelot executing that assignment to it, and he found him every single time, especially towards the late game. So they divided Echo, they conquered, they were able to make those team fights win out in the end, and they take game 1. So now we're going to be looking at match point, which is pretty huge. Is Echo Loud, the world championship holders right now, going to go home at WCG?
Well, I mean, eventually they'll have to go home. It's just like, what placement are you going to go home with?
Yeah,
true. But, I mean, it's just right on that street over there. But hey, coming back to what we're talking about with this match, dude, that was such... You were mentioning about the layer and layer of execution. Side of Echo, they know that, right? That we have to take care of that win condition. And what's our counter strategy? Farsa, the fair airstrike. And Sanji has been doing an absolute good job. That's right, to get to your Moscow, here comes Boy, right? Another layer of executing.
It's like an onion.
To protect their win condition. It's like, it's like an onion, layer upon layer upon layer. Every single team has their strategy. It's like it's like doing rock, paper, scissors and try to outguessing what your opponent is trying to guess what you're doing.
I think we should be calling them Onic Onion Lords because of the layers and depth that they bring to this game. So can Echo peel the onion and win out in game number 2, Dave?
Woo! Can Onic Onion Lord wins this game? And can Echo peel the onion properly? I mean, it is Echo Loud. So
sometimes when you peel the onion, you drop some tears. It's not always easy.
True.
Onions make you cry sometimes. Sometimes it's tough. I hate cutting onions in the kitchen. But Echo's going to have to cut some onions here if they want to take this dub.
True. And you know what's worse than cutting onions? Cutting hot pepper. Have you ever caught hot pepper and one of those things just getting in your eye or whatnot? Or you forgot about it. You cut onions and cut a pepper and then you touch your eye. You're like, ah. And then
luckily I've not.
Fanny and Lane. This is a target ban. I mean, I thought it was a target ban, but looking at the entire draft from yesterday, it seemed like every single team is banning Fanny and Lane. This 2 characters is being banned. The only time Fanny got let out, and they won the game. And the only time Angela got let out, it also won the game. So I still don't. I mean, now we kind of understand why Angela, why those support characters, why Uranus comes out, because now we study the common emblem. But I still don't get the Fanny and Lane tracks. I mean, what's your theory one more time? Can you walk us through that?
The Fanny and the Ling? I mean, I think the Ling, well, currently overall, now that tank meta is not as prevalent and the jungle emblem is also not as prevalent, Ling can finally out-farm some of these tank jungles like a Fredrin and things like that. Ling can finally not fall behind, and it's not as easy for him to just be bullied in his own jungle like it used to be. So then you have things like the Angela that can get paired amazingly with the Ling. A lot of these assassins are now, they're kind of in prime time, and you have a lot of new mages and marksmen also that are becoming popular, and some of these assassin junglers are just able to target down on those. Whereas, you know, 6 months ago, it was a lot harder for a Ling to do as well because he was kind of forced to pick up the jungler emblem if he wanted to keep up with some of these other tank junglers. Whereas now, he doesn't need to do that. He can go, he can pick up the killing spree, he can be a bit more fluid with the way you want to draft and the way you want to play.
A punch for a punch.
Absolutely. Here we go. CoachTezet to counter the Eve. Claw being banned away. I mean, also to your point, while we're looking at this draft, I think regarding Assassin, one thing that just came to my head was not too long ago, I think there was a huge patch regarding how the gold are distributed through the map, throughout the map, across the map. I think jungle farming got a huge boost. Right now, if you take a look at jungle farming, you can actually out-farm a gold laner who's been sitting on a gold lane. Before, as a jungler, you can get 4 kills. And as long as the jungler has been catching every single gold cannon, they will have more farm than you no matter what. That's just how it works in the game. It's no longer that way anymore. If you farm correctly as a jungler, if you take all those camps, you can actually get really far ahead against compared to anyone on your team. So I think that's also one of the reasons why Assassin or the hyper carry is coming back to the meta. Character like Ling, Lancelot, Hayabusa, or all those marksmen. Interestingly, we haven't seen many marksmen being picked out. I think marksman might just be one of those pocket picks. You will really have to take it out only if enemy is going full tank. If they have some kind of assassins, it's become really hard.
I mean, something that we have seen though, they're blocking in this Grok on the side of Onic, and we've seen this pick flexed a lot, right? From jungle to, I mean, from tank, roam to EXP, maybe occasionally jungle, but still, like, looking at Onic right now, you have the Keto, you have the Grok, you have a lot of effect. You even have the Kadita, who could be roam, could be mid. So it's very hard to decide, all right, what is their plan here? And all of these are still solid picks in any of these respective roles. So Onic leaving themselves very open, to whereas Echo is very straightforward. Yes, it's still a good draft, but I'm excited to see how Onic decides to pan all of this out.
Hey, all I can say, if you lose today's match, if you don't draft like Onic is drafting, you might go home with only $4,000. After everything's said and done, you probably walk away with $100 each. Nah, I'm just kidding. But not as much as $40,000 as the first place. If you progress from here, there's a chance you might go to grand finals, and there's a chance you can compete for $40,000. Right? I still don't understand the jump. I mean, that's quadruple, 40 to 10. That's, dude, that's actually absolutely crazy, bro. That's actually one of the few times you've seen it. I think I've seen some like major PC games before, but this is the first time I've seen it done this way. Let's take a look at the bans. You have Melissa. Now we're targeting marksman one more time. Melissa being banned away. We're still leaving Beatrix on the table. And then Franco being banned away. No more suppression ultimate available. So Onic have flex. They have Grok that can do everything. They can still go with the traditional tank. But remember, Diggy is still available as well, right? Like if you go with traditional tank, Diggy is available. But for Echo, they really need someone to engage. Now you have Arla that can engage, but they need frontline presence. They need vision, especially going against someone like Kadita. And on top of that, you have someone like Eve who has no ability to walk through any bushes, right? Because you'll just get one shot by Kadita. Now, I'm expecting Echo to pick something really frontline. Something like Kufra. Kufra is not even a tanky. Maybe Minotaur. Meanwhile, on the side of the Onic, it's unpredictable. They have so many different choices, right? There we go, Beatrix.
There goes the Beatrix. And Yahweh picking up the Minotaur. This is something that destroyed them last night when Echo Proud picked it up. Benny Cutie, though, gonna lock in this Herald. I've been waiting to see when we're gonna see that. Onic still needed to round things out. They can still pick an EXP laner, they can still pick a jungler, they could even still pick a roam if they wanted to. But this is what's gonna really lock it in on that decision, right? Still so many options. And that's a good thing, like, right? They could still pick some counter picks. They could pick up something like the Tiki here, anything to kind of deal with the Minotaur. There's lots of possibilities over the map.
Yeah, I mean, Grok can go silent. And we know Grok actually does pretty decently against someone like the Arlot, right? Because you don't really get final striked, final slashed. Oh, the Helker tracks.
Well, we were talking about this yesterday.
We were. I mean, Helker, the ultimate comes out, it blinds you, he steals the objective, you know, steals your base, take your kids. No, I'm just kidding, he didn't take your kids. He probably just killed them.
Whoa. It got real dark there.
Whoa.
There. But we are talking about
but that's what Helker
right?
does.
Dark.
We're talking about landed down. Kill your cow babies. Minotaurs, yeah, Sand Minotaur. Coming back though to this game, I mean, both drafts are looking pretty spicy, especially Onic. From the side of Echo, it's predictable, right? It's stuff, it's more traditional, it's meta, it's stuff that you understand, it follows the logic. Where Onic, they're going flex. They're going to the end. We now know it's Grok support, Grok roam, and it's gonna be a Kadita mid, Helker jungle. So this is a full assassin mode, right? They're gonna give the Eve no chance at all, Trax.
Yeah, and here we go. Game 2 match point for Onic Overlord. Only one will move on in this lower bracket, and one of them will be forced to go home tonight, not tomorrow or the next day, Dave. Can Echo Loud bring us to game 3?
Absolutely. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, it's now, right? Like Shawshank Redemption was saying. Was the landlord? Not landlord, the warlord. Here we go. CoachTezet was forced to use the retribution just to secure the buff because Owen was on his jungle. And now it's going to be a trade. It seems like Echo did the traditional, the very interesting and also very commonly seen, the mid lane going top lane and Minotaur going to mid, getting level 2. You can see that he got level 2 earlier than Owen. That's why he's able to play a little bit more aggressive. Here we go.
A little bit of fight for the Litho Wander. Sanford wants to puncture through, use the flicker, able to get away there. The Litho Wander does go over to the side of Onic, the first small win in a battle for neutral objectives. And now, first blood. Sanford goes down. Boy, able to pick that up.
Oh, the Dark Knife Falls. I think that's the ultimate call from Helker. Yeah. Definitely took Sanford by surprise. I don't think Sanford expected, you know, right after he already ran away, he already popped the flicker, and he would get caught off again. But that's actually exactly the right time for the execute kill. Sometimes for a lot of teams, it's not about knowing what to do, it's about like following through your advantage, right? If you open up the window a little bit, you really have to open up the window all the way. And that's exactly what Onic just did. Once you force the flicker, you know this guy doesn't have flicker, and you know he's gonna go back to lane. What do? You force the advantage, open up even more. And then sure enough, it's paying out dividends, right? Got a kill on Sanford and definitely put Loopy ahead on the EXP lane. There we go.
Another big thing is that shadow transition skill, right? He's able to stop you from doing, I'm having a mind blank on the word for it, but he silences you when he lands on you, so you're not able to dash away, you're not able to escape for a second. Oh, able to take the turtle there. Sanford now forced to back off. Onic Overlord controlling the game in the first 3 minutes.
Whew, not looking very good for the side of Echo for sure. But remember, they do have the wombo combo, right? They do have the Minotaur, big ultimate. He's not level 4 yet. He's trying to get level 4, struggling. Senji is struggling. Senji is turn level 4. I mean, look at Sazar, already level 5, and now he's rotating top lane. Ooh, Sanford. Oh, he might know this. Sazar might know this.
Oh, good play. You don't come into my lane. He takes him out. Sanford. We thought Sasser was baiting Sanford, but Sanford was baiting Sasser.
Wow. Well, now we'll see a pause, but you're absolutely right. It was the reverse bait. You know, I think Sasser, yeah, he definitely knew that Sanford was in there. Right? He was there styling, doing the recall. He was there like, you know, flashing, showing, yo, what's up? He was saying hi. He was being friendly. And Sanford had no interest in any of that, right? He's like, all right. Friends. Yeah, he didn't want to be friends. My final slash, it seems like he's at the right angle. If I slash him here, he's going to go to my tower and then just go in and stun him one more time. He's dead. The well-calculated move. You know, so big props to Sanford for not flashing and not being friendly on the battlefield. In the Land of Dawn, there's only death.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you don't walk into random neighborhoods expecting to make friends everywhere, right? And that's what Sasser did. He walked over into the wrong side of the neighborhood and they took him out.
Yeah, absolutely. We're coming back to the game here. Let's take a look at the total gold. definitely not that much differential, right? It's within 1,000 gold differential the first 3 minutes into the game. But the key players, bottom side. Benny will get away though.
Oh no, maybe
Back.
not. He's trying to dash away, able to dodge the stingers, but still D takes him out because Void takes those tower shots. So D finds moment to end it.
Woo, now they're gonna walk on the gold plate. Definitely a great time to find a trade. And look at that, bottom gold plate completely gone. Now there's gonna be so much farm. I believe that's like 450 gold total. Gold plating go to the side of Onic. Oh, ball charge. Here we go.
Bit of trouble for Yawi. The wall stops him. He's able to jump over and just get away. You were talking about gold, and honestly, even though it feels like Onic Overlord has been controlling the game, Echo Loud hasn't fallen behind too much. It's about a 8 to 1 now. It's starting. It was a minute ago. It was like 600 gold. Just jumped to almost 2,000 now. So now it's becoming a problem.
Yo, I believe in, speaking of a compound interest, I was just about to say, I believe in compound interest. And this is literally compound interest, right? It's not that much, and it's slowly creeping up, attracts bottom side.
Looks like Onic Overlord invested into Bitcoin because their stonks are up right now.
Whoa!
Yawi forced to use the flicker. And Onic Overlord are peeling the onion on Echo. This is becoming a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's become not just a little bit of a problem. It seems like Onic Overlord is on the roll, right? Even with the wall, I think it's able to successfully pin Yawi twice in a row and forcing a lot of stuff happening. Forcing a flicker, forcing a lot of twice in a row on the bottom side between tier 1, tier 2 tower, and now in front of tier 1 tower. This guy is popping off, and he still has a wild charge flicker combo. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Owen.
Owen. He's a sneaky
thinking
guy.
about it.
He's a real, oh no, Boy's the sneaky guy. Dark Knight falls. He decides not to go for it. The Owen's Fury comes in, but a lot of damage still lands on Yawi. Petrified taken out by D. Here comes Loopy, looking for someone as well. Gonna walk right into Sanford. Wait a second, final slash does not connect. Sanford looking for someone.
Loopy though.
As well. Gets the final hit, not able to lock down though. A big snipe shot goes wide. Sanford into the midst of things though. And Benny Cutie picks up Boy. Echo Loud turns the fight around.
A beautiful RWM in the end from Senji. I like the patience. And this is why Senji's Eve just hit different, you know? Sometimes when you eat those Kung Pao chicken at different restaurants, it feel like when you go to Senji's Kung Pao chicken, just feel different from some Kung Pao chicken at some Panda Animal Express. You know, it's just different.
Orange chicken guy, you know? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Sesame chicken, orange chicken, and right now that's about that. I don't know. I can't go any farther than that, but wait a second, Loopy looking for Sanji. Where do you think, I mean, does Onic Overlord have this in the bag, Dave? Or is Echo Loud have a chance to come back?
You know what? Before I comment on that, I was gonna say, dude, I have to take you out to eat some Chinese food. You know, this is
real Chinese food,
I was saying I was saying Kung Pao chicken.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh, this is definitely Kung Pao chicken to the side of Echo. Here we go.
Wait, Yawi though, trying to make some Kung Pao here. Can't find D, but Sanford able to finish down with the shutdown. Yawi takes out Sasser as well. While this is happening, look at the split push. Loopy, a double split push, double banana split. Boy finds one. Loopy might just find another. He does. 2 towers down in about 10 seconds. Loopy may not be able to get away from this. World manipulation comes down, but that might be a sacrifice. It's worth it. Shield comes up. Loopy still in it. Finally falls, though. I still think that's value, though, Dave.
That is definitely value. You know, tier 2 tower and top tier 1 tower. That's 2 towers at a cost of 2 kills. It's global gold versus single gold. And the thing about tower is more than gold is the map advantage, right? It's the fact that you open up the map. I frequently talk about in my lessons, in my years of teachings, in my Wu Gui teachings, like how mobile works is you have to connect all the towers to the dots and form a net. And whatever area that covers as part of the net is going to be the area that you control. And look at the side of Echo, they don't control too much anymore because bottom lose 2 towers. Every time you take before that,
D. Trouble, Sanford gonna get him. Wait, no, Sanford goes down. The outplay, the left and right, it comes every time. Onic Overlord are showing up tonight. Owen in a little bit of trouble, but should be fine.
Oh, look at Loopy. Look at Benny QT though.
Oh, wait, down goes Sasser. Echo finding something in that fight. Boy under the turtle right now, but waves are just crashing in onto Echo Loud right now. Lord is finally up.
Whew. I mean, this is back to Senji, right? We're talking about how Senji was a hit different Kung Pao chicken. I mean, let's just use orange chicken, the one you like, your true love, right? Because like he's so patient with that RWM. Every time when I see Senji use it, this guy will wait until the absolute fine-tuned moment. But before that, Trex, Sanford.
Sanford in trouble, instantly deleted. Man, that Dark Knight Falls is clutch. But wait, Turtle. CoachTezet still finds it though, but the double kill goes over to D. Sasser. In a little bit of trouble. Onic got what they came for though. And look at Loopy. He doesn't even need to hang out with this team. He's on the other side of the map every single time. Owen goes down, D destroys the tower. The fight still goes on, but a double puncture. 2 members down in 1 shot. CoachTezet showing up. Boy, might just be next. He will. It's a killing spree over to Sanji.
Oh my God! On top of the mechanic that CoachTezet just played over there, getting a beautiful Phantom execution. I just want to comment on the fact how funny it was when Senji and Benny was juggling, was like, you know, kind of kiting the Helker around because Helker missed the skill 1. And they were just like putting Helker in the middle, beating him one after another. It felt like one of those mafia scenes that you watch in the movies. It is not fair. And the Helker was totally helpless. And it was just like taking a beating and died in a corner of shame. So, dude, overall, this has been one of the most entertaining matches, to be honest. But nonetheless, the mechanic displayed by both teams, the strike, the counter strike, the counter punch, I'm loving it, right? Because you don't want to see a one-sided match, and this match is definitely not that. The exact 180 degree opposite.
Yeah, it's definitely just, we got 2 heavyweights in the arena right now. Both of them just swinging blow for blow for blow. Nobody blocking, just throwing punch after punch. This is a brawl to the definition, and Echo Loud doesn't want to give it up. They want to try to give us game 3. And personally, Dave, I want to see a game 3 between these 2 teams.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I want to see what Onic bring onto the table next. They've shown us something different already. Oh, look at that.
Boy, looking for Yaoi. He's forced using Owen's Fury. Owen with the big wild charge into the backside, but CoachTezet's waiting for him. Sanford here as well. Out comes the real world manipulation, and down goes Owen. The rough waves into the backside does not output the damage. CoachTezet gonna chase down Sasser. Can't get the finish though. Benny Cutie in a little bit of trouble. Needs to back off. D brought out the sniper. Watch for it. Doesn't decide to fire the shot. CoachTezet still in the hunt.
Wow. The fact that D decided to stay there with a tiny little bit of health just shows how built different, you know, he is. Like, imagine playing against one of the strongest teams in the world and showing no fear whatsoever, right? This is why I love watching this type of games, like watching some MDL games, because they're so good. They're training the best region. They're scrimming every day, and then now who knows, right? The next, we don't even know if they take on any MPL team, can do it, because they're definitely showing they have the capability. Yesterday from the Echo Proud, and today with the Onic Overlord. What a great display. And every turn they had a fight against Echo Loud. It's not like they're just backing away. It's not like they saw Yaoi coming in. They're like, oh, we gotta back away. Owen is making play of their own. They have their own game plan. Owen is finding those wall charge plus flicker combo into the Loopy, especially this game. We've seen Loopy displaying the split push at its finest, right? They're pushing so many towers, and now we're sitting on the 1 tower ahead. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we find an engage.
Yeah, this Lord could be crucial. Honestly, though, both teams still have some towers up. Either one could probably survive from this Lord push. We could be going into the late game unless somebody gets a full team wipe. Lord down to about 50%. Watch for Boy. He does have the Dark Knight Falls. He's just waiting to use it at the right time. And there it goes. He's going to try to make the engage along with the conceal around the side. Wild charge. Everyone goes for it. CoachTezet still pulls it off. Sasser finds Carl. Boy found Sanford, and 2 members already down for the side of the Echo. Benny Cutie able to pick up Boy, though. Benny dodging, weaving, looking for another one. Able to find Owen, but D still takes him down. It's 3 for 2 currently, but Onic Overlord don't want to stop, and this could be the wipe. Yawi all alone, Lord coming, but Onic Overlord don't care.
This might be the game.
They want to get the full shred down. We got about 10 seconds on the clock for Carl and Sanford. Can they come up in time, Dave? That's 1 minion, 3 heroes. Will they finish this? 1 second till Sanford is up. Another wave of minions coming. He's got to use the final slash. They're onto the base. Is this it? Is this it? A new era. The Indonesians are here and Philippines are out. Who would have thought the tables have been turned?
Hey, I mean, Echo Loud is out. They take them to 8th place, take the 4th place, and they're gone. But Trex, we still have Echo Proud, okay? Sitting, waiting at the grand final, waiting on the last tier of the stairs right here. This has just been an incredible match. I mean, the turnarounds. Just imagine Echo losing at something that they are known for doing best, team fights, right? Sometimes split pushing, leveraging the kiting, leveraging the number advantage, baiting the enemy, and have Benny QD split push, or full-on team fights with engage coming out from Yaoi. Today, Onic Overlord. Oh my God, with just how they played, with Bowie, with the marksman D coming out. Oh Lord, Owen with the engages, the camouflage play, the syncing with the Dark Knight Falls. I love the synergy, man. I like to see something different. We talk about how we want to see Alice plus Florin or some Kaja with Loi, and they're showing Helker with Minotaur. I mean, not Minotaur, Grok. They're showing some wombo combos, and I love to see them. This is such a beautiful game, Trex.
I mean, Boy's was on fire those past 2 games. First with the Lancelot, this time with the Helker, definitely just showing out him and D as well. Honestly, I feel like every member of Onic Overlord performed tonight, especially compared to what we saw last night. Today, they showed up.
They definitely did. And I think this is a shift of region domination, right? We actually don't know who's in dominate next region. Indonesia looking really good, but ladies and gentlemen, remember there's a lot of wildcard teams as well out there. Dude, I'm just so excited for what next worlds have in store for all of us. But let's take a look at the damage here. D with 36% damage output. Going to the next game, Evos gotta look out for the Onic Overlord D, right? Because it's definitely the win condition. We've seen the game 1, the Moscow. We've seen the game 2, the Beatrix. This guy got the mechanics, he got the positioning. He knows how to do damage, where the angle to do damage, angle of attack, right? How to find those damage. This guy is OP. And obviously the rest of the team fill in to give him the room to do the damage. And they protect, we're talking about it's Onic Onion Lord. Right, you talked about Onion Lord. Yeah, the layers. They know what to do. They know how to protect the layer, how to protect the backline. The Dark Knight Falls, right on top of the Grok engage, give Beatrice maximum damage output potential. And here we go. Who'd expected 2-0 domination from Onic Overlord in WCG semifinal loser bracket?
Nobody would have expected this. Let's make this clear. Echo Loud get 2-0'd in the upper side and 2-0'd in the bottom side. Not only that, but these tier 2, tier 3 teams, they are showing, put us in the MPL. Put the Overlords in the MPL. They want it. They're hungry. This was their chance to show up, and they have showed all the naysayers wrong. I mean, right now, when we look at the bracket, it's nothing but MDL. MDL teams, essentially. It's insanity, Dave.
It's absolute insanity. I mean, every single time when there's MPL, when there's NACT, I remember like in-game, you can bet on which team can wins, right? And you get points. You can redeem them for like emotes or whatnot. It's really fun. I think this is the time for those betting on underdogs to cash in, right? If you want those rare emotes and to get like sheesh emote for permanently or to eternity, this is your time to bet on the underdogs, right? Because right now, the current meta, nobody knows who's gonna win, who's gonna take the dubs, right? The next game, you might just see the number 8 team taking on the number 1 team and destroying them. So, well, now we know it's gonna be Onic Overlord going against Evos Icon. It's Indo versus Indo again. Evos Icon did take the 2-0 sweep yesterday. It wasn't an easy win though. So can this time we see something different?
I don't know, but we are going to be jumping to a quick break before that. So we'll see you guys soon. Grab your popcorn, use the bathroom. We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and pets alike, welcome back to World Cyber Game, the loser bracket. Today, I'm your caster assassin Dave. With me, the one and only sexy and charming Trex. How you doing tonight?
First of all, I don't think we're supposed to call it the loser bracket, Dave. They always used to yell at me for that. It's the lower bracket.
Yeah.
It's the second chance bracket. It's the comeback bracket, because right now, Onic Overlord, aka the Onion Lords, up against Evos Icon. One of these teams looking to come back so they can go to the grand finals and face up against Echo Proud. Now take us through Evos Icon lineup.
Ooh, we have the Wenchuan, Valdora, Krite, Susujin, and Doma. The very familiar roster we've seen yesterday absolutely destroyed, especially Wenchuan. And they even take a game away from Echo Proud. The first game, I believe, and it was I think it was actually, no, it was second game. It was second game. They took a game away from Echo Proud. It was really a powerful roster. Can they win tonight? We'll find out. Take us onto the Onic Overlord roster, tracks.
All right, the Overlords, we know them well because we just watched them. Owen in the roaming position, Loopy in the XP lane, Sasser in the mid lane, Boy as the jungler, and D, the monster, in the gold lane. Definitely excited to see how these boys do, because this is the revenge match for them. They lost to Evos Icon last night, and not in the greatest fashion, but after seeing the way they just played just now against Echo, former M4 champions, I got a feeling they could make the comeback of the night.
Oh, they could. They have the momentum, right? They're warmed up. The teams are excited. They didn't just take out any Echo. They take out the Echo Loud, the loudest of all of them Echoes. You know, look at D's posture. This guy's ready to fight, right?
Yeah.
That's actually a really nice pose. I think going forward, all of the NA players should have similar poses. Look at this poses. It's all sexy, all like very creative. You know, instead of just like a standing up pose. By the way,
ya.
boy, I think your pose look handsome. Look pretty good. I mean, and nothing wrong with standing up, you know, just a traditional pose. But nonetheless, everybody looked pretty excited, pretty ready to get some fights on. Going to the next game, taking on Evos Icon. Dude, which tank player is going to be better? Is it going to be the JP of the night? Oh, we'll find out. Oh, for some reason, One Strong of the night, or Oven, One Strong, or Oven of the night. We'll find out. JP is Echo Proud tank player, by the way.
Yeah, definitely excited to see how it goes. We already know that Onic isn't scared to think outside the box, but I feel like Evos isn't either. Bans so far looking similar. But one thing we do have to point out is Onic just showed a few of their cards, and Evos got a chance to see that. They know the Hellcurt's possible. They know that the Moskov is possible. They know there's a lot of things Onic pulled, whereas Evos, I feel like, still could have a few cards up their sleeve, Dave.
Sure, yeah. I mean, but also, to your point, to your exact point, this team has been training against each other all the time. They come from the same country, the same region. MDL teams are like a big family, right? They train with each other with, they literally don't hold back when they train against each other, right? 4-hour screaming sessions back to back so they can prepare themselves. Maybe, because MPL teams largely train within their own MPL category. So like these two teams know each other from before. And now coming in, and that's why Evo's so confident yesterday taking on Onic. But again, this is a different kind of Onic now, Trax, right? We're talking about Onic that just defeated PH, that just represented. Right, so it's looking at, it's very competent. It's looking very different. Now let's take a look at ban. One more time, Fanny and Ling clawed the traditional bans. I mean, yesterday we've seen the Angela being banned away. Are we gonna see it tonight? I'm pretty sure it was Evos that banned it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Evos, I mean, Evos also, was it Evos or Echo that used it last night? It did finally slip through the cracks. So if that slips through the cracks, it could definitely be a pickup here. This time, you know, it's another thing to point out here, Dave, is bans and drafts normally have been going very, very fast. Teams are just firing out in match one. This time around in this game, they are taking their time with these last two bans. Onic decides to go for the Kadita and leave Evos in the clutch point. They go for the... Angela's open. They go for the Eve, so Angela could be a possibility here.
Yeah, and remember, there are actually quite a bit of choices. Kaja still up. Oh, here we go. You know, you mentioning how they were banning, like they're just like they're firing machine guns at the bans. And remember the first game of Evos? Echo versus Onic. It was just like bah, 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 bah. You make you forget about there's a ban, ban draft phase. This is not a draft anymore. It's just people. It's almost like a repeat. Some game get restarted or whatnot, right? It was so fast. So let's take a look. Franco's still available, but Evos obviously can take their time. And meanwhile, on the map, like you said, there's so many things up for grab. You know, like, for example, Beatrice is not going to be picked up right away, but you do have something like Florine, something like Angela. Oh, Fredrin, of course.
Yeah, but Onic just went up against this, right? Like, they just went up. Literally, that is the first two. This is the same exact draft that we just saw Onic do against Echo. We saw Owen pick up the Kaja, and then Carl, Teasy, and Sanji pick up the Fars and the Fredrin. So this is exactly where Onic wants to be. I think they feel comfortable in this draft right now, and they have an opportunity to kind of do this however they want at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I mean, does Kaja take Common Emblem? No, right? Because you don't really need it. You don't really have the cooldown to spam your skills. And Kaja never have mana problems, really cooldown problems. So maybe Roam Emblem that give you the support emblem that give you a 10% cooldown reduction. We're talking about emblems right before. Right now, the emblems are so creative. Big shout out to the Moontown developer for making that happen, by the way. The support emblems give you extra healing effects, give you 10% cooldown reduction if you max it. But Kaja doesn't really have heal. Or does it? No, not so much. So I don't know. What maybe like a tank.
He has a little bit of heal with his first skill with the ring that goes out. He gets he gets some heal from that. It's one of the reasons why he has fired back into the meta, honestly, because his sustainability is still very good right now. So I like it. I mean, and we've seen Boy last time. Boy, what did he do? He targeted down the Farza perfectly. So if they can kind of execute that again, it could be great for them.
Ooh, the Melissa. Melissa being taken out, Farm is being taken out. For Onic is a full dive. They get somebody, they're looking to pop the cold altar and get somebody killed, right? With the damage right now, they're missing burst damage. Beatrix being banned away immediately from Evos, really good ban because the combo with Kaja is Beatrix. With the marksman wise, at least. Now, obviously, there's still characters that can be really nimble, really flexible. And last game, we saw Onic taking out, not last game, last series, the Moskov. And especially, and it was the same scenario, it was also against the Fredrin. So now Fredrin being taken out, are we going to see Moskov one more time? On top of the fact that they do have the Faramis ultimate to even help the Moskov, to give them a little bit of extra boost of confidence that, yeah, you can dive in and throw your skill too. If you have the lifesteal, you don't have to worry about dying. Because I have the ultimate on you, you're going to be fine. So this might just be another Moskov game because they like it. Or they can run something like Carry, but I don't know how well Carry does against Melissa in lane. So what do you think about this game?
I mean, I do like... I like the Melissa. I mean, the Moskov's not going to happen. They just banned it out.
Oh.
Maybe we see the Brody. We've seen that be popular, but I don't know if that's something D wants. I think he wants to go for something that can shred here. So yeah, the carry could get picked up. I mean, it's similar to the Moskov in a sense of you have to get close up and personal, and it does have a similar mobility. Ooh. I could see D doing well on it, but he's definitely very limited. The Wanwan's still open as well. Even though it hasn't been as popular in the current meta, the possibility is still there too.
Ooh, is it possible for a Mia pick? No, no way, right? Because it's gonna get destroyed by Melissa. I mean, what do you think about? You gotta think outside the box. In this case, it's not one of the outside the box scenario because Melissa does bully Mia in lane. Arlok get banned away. Lolita get banned away. Pretty traditional bans coming out from Onic in the second phase ban. We predicted Moscow being picked out, and sure enough, it got banned. And seeing the success it had in the game one, coming to Evos, they need a roam. Now, let's take a look at what kind of roam option do we have. Are they going to pick out Florin? Ooh, Edith. They want more CC. Wait, this might be the EXP lane, Edith.
This is what they beat Echo, or this is what... Did Echo Proud pick up the Edith last night? I'm trying to remember because we saw some Edith last night. I think it was Evos that was picking up the Edith to deal with the Fanny.
Oh yes,
I don't remember exactly to deal with the Fanny. So Edith is kind of back. It's normally going to the EXP lane, so this confirms that Susujin will be playing this. Will be running the Fredrin in the jungle, and it does look like they could be locking in the carry here, Dave.
Oh, carry and Yuzhong to the Farsa. I mean, we haven't seen Yuzhong in a while now, but with the prominence of the uprising of Uranus. But Uranus in this game, is it the best choice? Uranus is just such a good choice, but overall, here they need burst, and Carry is one of the great burst choice along with Kaja. The thing about Carry, even though you might have a bad time against Farsa, but it still shreds someone like Edith, shreds someone like Fredrin. Especially late game, if Kaja locks down somebody, you want to make sure that somebody disappears, okay? Like in that 2-second period, in that lockdown period, and there's only a few characters that can make that happen. One's Carry, one's Beatrix, and probably Lunox, right? If Lunox super farmed, super far ahead. And this, I was just about to suggest maybe we even gonna see a Lunox or Harith, but Harith's burst damage is not as good as someone like Lunox. Coming in the last pick here, Edith, we know it's most likely an EXP laner. Oh, actually, it's gonna be a roam Edith, as we, I was just talking about. It's a flex pick. It's gonna be a roam Edith. So yesterday was seen an EXP Edith. Today is the roam. Wait, wasn't the EXP Edith yesterday, Trax?
It was the EXP Ediths. It was the EXP Edith. This one, will be a roam, which again, I'm not completely against. I still don't know exactly where Edith fits in the meta completely. It was used mainly to deal with the Fanny last time and help out a little holding down the front line. Up against the Lancelot, it could be something similar that we're gonna see here. But with this, with the Lapu Lapu, this is gonna be a first time we're seeing the Lapu Lapu in WCG in the final stage so far, and I think it could go well. We're gonna have a nice dive into the backline, a nice way to deal with D on this carry. So I think it's definitely something possible. Good for the side of Evos here.
Yeah, both sides have their strength, have their weaknesses. Remember, this is Van Strong onto the Edith. So it's, Van Strong. It's gonna be a little bit different. Edith right here. Yeah, I can just picture it in my head every time the Edith use ultimate. Van Strong goes, Van Strong, Van Strong. No, that's exactly get a little bit of sound effect. Yeah. Here we go. I mean, Edith's actually pretty underrated in my opinion. This character become insanely strong level 4. You got a lot of tankiness. You got quite a bit of quad control, right? You got a flip. You got a knock up, a huge AoE knock up, and both skills interact with flicker. Remember, so it's even better, right, than just normal flicker. Oh, here we go. Susujin immediately have to pop the retry. I think this is what Owen does best, right? He forced the last game CoachTezet to use retry on the jungler, and now it's doing the same thing, but to the Evos jungler.
Yeah, I mean, Onic definitely liking to push into the enemy side of the river, right? Try to keep vision, but Evos Icon are onto it. Everyone rotating in, but there goes the flip. Sasser almost going down. Loopy getting involved, though. Van Strong brought down to about 10%.
Whoa.
Getting low, just able to get away. Nobody goes down, but still we're already seeing some aggression in the first minute.
Yo, that zoom was very aggressive also, you know. Here we go, Susujin invading. Very standard rotation, try to get one small camp before going back to the jungle. He secures it, but I don't think he's gonna go bottom side though.
Veldora may go down. The Phantom Execution comes in, and boy picks up the first blood. Already at a minute and a half.
Trash, did we mention Boy is a good player? I think we did, right? That was beautifully executed. Every time when you think you're really far away from Lancelot, just remember he's a Lancelot. As long as there's one little bridge for Lancelot to dive in, he's able to get the kill. And I gotta say that both teams have executed really well on how to use the assassin competition. Oh, Trax mid.
Uh-oh, Sasser in trouble. Will go down. Van Strong gonna pick up the kill, though. Would have been nice in Suchujin's pocket, but still, a kill is a kill.
I gotta say, I mean, there are two things I want to mention. Number one is you don't really try to maintain a close distance with Fredrin, because when you think Fredrin is going to leave, he's usually not leaving. Right? He's just taking a step back and then jerking back in with a jump and try to CC you, knock you up, and taunt you down, and you're dead. At the same time, Lancelot, I was talking about how, before that.
Wait a second. Owen forced to use the flicker here. Feathered Airstrike comes down. Owen trying to sidestep. Turtle down about 20%. Out comes the penalty zone. Boy also getting involved, able to take the turtle. And now Suchujin forced to run away.
Low.
Loopy trying to have a little 1v1 with Veldora. He gets too low though, and Evos Icon forced to back off here.
Woo! Back to what I was saying. You know, now we got a chance to breathe. I think both teams now execute Assassin Comm. I mean, a lot of teams now know how to execute Assassin Comm pretty well. Right? With Boy on Assassin and Lancelot, you can see that before Lancelot arrived, Loopy was already trading. He was already getting Lapu low to make sure that once Lancelot comes in, he's gonna get an easy, whatever he adds on is gonna be very decisive on the kill. And that's exactly what happened. Lancelot showed up. You know, a lot of people think, oh, Lancelot's mechanic was good, but also remember the setup was from Loopy. So really good teamwork from the entire side of Team Onic to make sure that one happened in bottom lane.
And now Evos Icon doing their typical group up. We saw this a lot last night. They like to roam around as a unit. The mid lane, Suchujin, Krite, and Von Strong don't really split up too much. They're always looking for a pick off, and Onic Overlord is gonna have to deal with that at some point. Doma also rotating down. This could be a big team fight here. Oh, big flicker with the penalty zone. Doma goes down. The go away doesn't matter. And comes Veldora with the bravest fighter, though. A lot of damage coming out from Krite. Able to find two. Van Strong taking out Owen, and Loopy drops as well. Sasser pulling Susujin in, but Veldora doesn't care. He's up on the top side, taking out D. It's a 1-for-3 trade. Evos Icon come out on top.
Evos Icon, fighting violence with violence. You know, I really like it. This is what I'm talking about. Like, maybe when Onic going against someone like Echo, right? Someone they usually don't train against, and Echo will might be surprised by the strategy, by the aggression coming out from Onic. But Evil's used to this, right? You play aggressive, I'll play even more aggressive, right? You have your identity, I have the identity stronger. Dude, I was known for the OG who make the first burger on the planet. You think you're the first burger? No, I'm the first burger. That's exactly what's happening last game, in the last team fight. Evil's fighting violence with violence coming in. You thought it was a good ultimate penalty zone from Loopy, but no, it was a good taunt from Susujin and a good wombo combo coming out from Van Strong and Krite that makes sure it's a triple kill going to the favor of Evos Icon.
You know, wondering which marksman's gonna pop off first here. Wait a second. Feathered Airstrike does come down. Suchujin able to hold control over this turtle. Will get it. Boy, trying to get away here. Colt Altar comes out, but everyone gets stunned up. Van Strong with a huge 4-man. Owen in trouble. Evos Icon taking control of this purple buff jungle. Everyone forced to run away. Suchujin not stopping though. Wants to move on and try to take this purple buff. The Appraisal's Wrath. And down goes Boy. Evos Icon taken off right now. Veldora does fall, but still a big win for the Icons.
Pedal to the metal. Van Shuang on Edis, the knock-up, the flip. This guy has been popping off. I mean, definitely, I wouldn't say the better tank player, but definitely a more productive tank player in this particular game. When you fight against Kaja is a single target lockdown. It's good for picks, but in the middle of the team fights, you can only lock down one person, depending on how decisive you are. But if the enemy team has a tank player that knows, okay, you're gonna play aggressive, I'm more aggressive, that can turn out more disastrous. Here we go.
A little bit of fight on the top side. Nice suppression. Von Strong taken out. Evos Icon try to make the dive, but it bikes back at him. Boy now might be in a little bit of trouble. Him versus Suchijin. Veldora here as well. They want to chase down Boy. He's trying to puncture away. No escape. The stun, he's able to phase out of it. Get under the tower. The flicker, though, they want it. No escape, like I said, and Veldora still gets away unscathed.
Wow, the last auto attack with the shield there was beautiful. I'll make sure he survived for sure. Now, Loopy Mines is going to be, CC to death. Look at this amount of crawl control. He's not getting away from this. Look at this. It's disgusting.
Oh, Loopy in trouble. Cult Altar comes out in the nick of time, though, so they do escape.
Wow, look how many ults have to be popped. This is Pop's own ult. Cold Altar have to come out. Right now, you have a huge cooldown on a Cold Altar. That means next ultimate, Sasa are going to be not that productive. But I gotta give credit to Onic, Overlord, for standing strong. They know nowadays it's not a time to fight anymore. They're so behind. Even though Loopy has been landing continuously great ultimates, right? This guy been landing great 4-man, 3-man ults over and over again. It's just not been working out. They need to farm, and look what's happening. Lancelot is not even going for the turtle anymore. They're just taking a step back and trading for objectives. This is exactly what they need to do at this point to make sure they don't leak any more gold differential and make sure that, the carry got a time to scale.
Oh, Loopy gonna get shredded down here. I don't think he's gonna be able to get away from this one. Kripe picks up the kill, which is perfect for him. Owen hiding out in this bus. And Suchijin once again being aggressive. Evos Icon are just in their face right now, Dave. Whoa! Whew. The flicker through the response, but the go away helps save him.
Not enough.
Pretty bad. Owen goes down. Doan picks up the kill, make it a double. Boy will be next. Von Strong now moving in, trying to get some damage onto D here. Evos relentless in these fights.
Evos, they're not only relentless, they got the substance to back it up. They got the crawl control, they got the damage, they got a counter engage. And is this Edis roam pick the perfect counter to someone like Kaja? I mean, it seems like he has been landing great CCs to counter engage, on top of the fact that Doma can use the ultimate to push everybody away and just throw a skill to and go to town. Right? Activate Inspired, bah, 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 and everybody just dies. You just see their HP bar shred to nothing. So it seems like Evos read their opponents like an open book. This is not looking good for Onic. Every step they took, it's not like they're playing defensive, they're playing really aggressive. But Evos Icon is just, they know what's gonna happen. It's almost like they expected, oh, okay, Fredton's about to land a 3-man ult, but little did he know it's a bait. Because we saw this coming, and we're gonna punish them with a counter engage, with a disengage, and with a damage follow up from Melissa.
Yeah, I mean, Doma's just getting so ahead right now. He's about almost 2,000 gold or 1,700 gold ahead of D right now. He's got the corrosion scythe in, he's got the DHS in. He hasn't even need to pick up full boots. He's just rocking the regular ones still, because that's all Doma needs right now. He's just going right into damage. He's able to shred through. The go away helps whenever Loopy tries to dive, whenever Boy tries to dive, and he can just stand there and unload. So it's working out perfectly. Van Strong also doing such a great job at peeling along with Veldora and Suchijin.
Also, it's really good against Brahmin's ultimate, right? Because it does AoE. If I land the skill 2 on the multiple targets, he can just shred the Cold Altar like no tomorrow. We've seen it just now with the combo of Farsa as well as Melissa. So, here we go. Trex, this is the bush action here. Hide in the bush, bush action, fight on the bottom side, top side jungler is contesting. D.
He's dead. D's dead. D. Oi! Get out! Run! Here comes Loopy though, able to save him. D, no freaking way! Not today! The save is real! Loopy goes down though. Well played from D. I'd rather lose Loopy than my gold laner. He just escapes. I mean, under the tower and all. I don't know how he pulled that one off.
Oh my god. It's like layer upon layer of save over and over again. Oh, that was amazing.
Boy still falls,
Dude.
though. Evos Icon takes the Lord. This is still looking rough for Onic Overlord.
Yo. I mean, this is why you don't want to split, right? Because there were 2 split. It's 1-4. It's never like 1-1-3. So here we go. The fights comes in.
Sasser goes down first. Loopy might just be next. Wait, no. Owen on the chopping block. Doma comes around the corner, takes out the tower. This is slowly falling, but look at D getting the split push on, doing his thing. But what are you doing over there? I think Evos Icon wants to try to close this game. D takes the tower. Lord still coming down the mid side. D's gonna head back to base now. Can Evos Icon close this here?
Evos Icon is definitely schooling, right? They're teaching a lesson right now. But look at the skill too. The ultimate comes out. It doesn't really do much. It's just more of a, yeah, what's up? Oh, here we go,
We're
Tex.
here. What's up? Colt Altar. That's it, but they're going to try Doma shredding through. Loopy low. May go down. Veldora is the first drop. The Lord still at about 70%. They connected onto the base.
Oh!
Boy, shredded. Lord, shredded, but the base is at 50%. Evos Icon want to try to end this, but wait.
Penalty
big
zone?
Penalty zone in the midst of 4, but he still falls. Another wave coming. Owen and D against the world. Can they defend? They got to take out the minions. They're locked onto the base. They're trying
Not
to
enough.
end it. D drops. Sasser up. Can't finish. Evos Icon find the win, and that's game 1.
Evos, the anti-Onic, should I say, right? Yesterday, Evos took out Onic Overlord 2-0. Today, is history gonna repeat itself and, you know, give us a very short night tracks? I mean, Evos looking at just fully pedal to the metal. They came prepared. They understand the draft. They pick something unconventional, but yet very effective in this particular draft. You know, you don't expect Edis to work out so well, but it turned out they have everything planned. It's a wombo combo that they had in mind, and they execute their strategy flawlessly. And they also have the discipline to not go off tangent, right? Like sometimes when you, okay, Lancelot, where's Lancelot? I don't know. Fredrin's hitting on the Lord, but I don't see the enemy jungler. So maybe he's in that bush. Let me check the bush instead. He holds the Lord. He didn't took it. He waited until Carrie almost died, didn't die. But they did get a kill. They get a sacrificial lamb, which is on a loopy. And then, instead of continue on to the Lord, he waited, and he's like, oh, hey, Lancelot's not bush. Guys, let's go get him. You know, they got Lancelot almost instantaneously, and then make him move on to the Lord and finish off the game. What a beautiful team. What a beautiful game. Evos Icon, they're looking strong. You know, we don't know who's going to win this grand final, to be honest, but this game, it seems like it's Evos to lose.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be close, but let's take a look at some of these items. Doma, I mean, just getting stacked out so much faster than D. I feel like the way D was playing, like he did do an amazing job, but he just wasn't able to scale up quick enough. And once Doma got online, once he got the DHS in and was on his way to the Golden Staff, it was a wrap. And then once the Golden Staff came in, the speed was unbelievable. And like you said, she works very similar to the Claude against the Faramis, able to just do spread damage to everybody and just melt down that Cult Altar.
And most importantly, I think this character is such a good pick in this scenario. It does well against carry because you can poke freely in lane. Or not too much characters that can do well against Melissa because the early game, you know, poke that he has. Obviously, if you try to trade with him, it's just a Hirsch to activate Inspire and go to Talon, and you're like, oh, crap, you know, well, what did I just get myself into? And you try to walk away, you can't, because now she has a dash to get onto you with a skill 2 attached on your body. You're double hurting, your body's hurting, the little puppet is hurting.
By a stuffed animal.
Yeah, stuffed animal, your soul is hurting, your physical body's hurting. Like, there's many different elements. So it's a really good pick in this scenario. I gotta say, Indonesian teams, Echo teams, what they showed us is still, especially, I would say Echo Loud, show us the same draft strategy they had before, right? They maintain the same style from MSC, but a little bit less characteristic from Echo that I expected. However, the Indonesian teams, they came in with a bunch of creative picks, right? Which is so many firsts coming out from these teams, right? Edis, EX Billionaire, Edis, now Rome. It's like Edis is the flex pick, can go anywhere. I mean, it's just only a matter of time before we see Popo and Koopa as a Rome again tracks.
It's true. That would be nice. I would enjoy seeing it. But let's see if we're going to see it. This is game 2 and a best-of-3 match point for Evos Icon. The Icons themselves are looking to get their revenge match against Echo Proud in the grand finals. Can they do it here?
Yeah. Can they survive? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching WCG, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on all notification bells. Don't be shy. Join us tonight I'm joined by the one and only sexy and charming Trex.
That's me.
I'm your host, Dave. Yeah,
That's him.
You can see us right now. We're behind the scene, but let's take a look at the draft. Once again, it's gonna be the Fanny and Ling one more time coming from Evos. What, dude? This is so unfair, right? You got Fanny and Ling being banned away all the time. Where's the love for my boy Hayabusa? Where's the love for my boy Hanzo? The two assassins I play the most. It just feels like there's something against Dave in terms of ban and draft. My characters never get good. Well, actually, Haya was good for a little bit.
Well, you know, I think what it is, Dave, is they wouldn't be able to play it to your standard, you know, and they don't want to upset you. You know, they just let you play it because you're the best at the Hanzo. So no one would be able to live up to that. So they never pick it. You know, it'd be like disrespecting the hero. So right now, they're not going to run it. Here comes the ban. Still the very similar. Oh, it looks like Onic is going to be on the blue side once again.
Ooh.
And if that Kaj is open, I don't see any reason why. Actually, no, Onic might want to pick something different because they lost that game. It might be time to switch things up. Let's see if they go for the same draft, though, again.
Oh, it's the same bans. I mean, Kaj is still up. Are they going to pick it? Are we going to see the Edith again? Right, because like this is literally history repeating itself. Oh,
there it is.
And sure, it is true. Are we gonna see the Fredrin now? I mean, last game we have the Fredrin, I believe we have the Farsa, right? Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Farsa. Oh, there it is. we should be betting money on these, Dave.
Yes, we should. I mean, it's like they had a script they're following. To say that humans are not
Faramis,
programs.
is it going to be a Faramis and a Lancelot next?
Yeah. Dude, to say that we're not programs and there's a much more intelligent species that made us, this is not. I can't believe this, right? This is literally carbon copy of the exact last game. This is the Matrix. This is literally the Matrix tracks. What I'm seeing right now. Oh, what is going on? Okay, where's the Faramis? Show us the Faramis, right? Or are we gonna run something different? Is this gonna be the Beatrice game? It's time because Beatrice is really good. But if you don't take it, it will be banned. But remember, they also have the Moscow. But Moscow was also banned. It was Beatrix and Moscow banned together from last game, wasn't it? And then Evos took it on. Oh, here we go, Beatrix.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick to lock in the marksman this time because last time what they did is they locked in the mid lane. They picked up the Faramis instead, and they locked down their whole mid in the jungle first. And then Evos just took advantage of that and banned out the Beatrix, they banned out the Moskov, and they forced D onto the carry, which isn't a place that obviously he wanted to be on. So let D have a strong pick up front because he's definitely their win condition overall. So I like the fact that they're starting like this instead this time. Is Doma actually going to pick this Mia, though? Is that real?
Do it.
Lock it in. Let's have fun tonight, boys. Let's choose violence. Come on.
Yeah, let's choose violence. We want war. We don't want anything else but straight up violence. This is the time. No, I think even if they wanted to, they wouldn't pick it now because like Mia nobody can ban it. You can really pick it any time, and it's not bad to be honest, right? You can try to flank, and also it depends on what kind of mage you pick. Mia can be a really good late game, go to the backline and flank everybody. Even if you pick a Faramis, right? Like his skill 1 can just shred everybody, including the passive. Off the Faramis, not passive, the ultimate, the cold ultra, we got nerfed many times. Arla got taken out, which is a really great choice, but the thing about Arla is, Arla against Kaja, you might just become the sacrificial lamb. The moment you join in, unless you do the flicker final flash, or you're hiding in the bush and you're surprising your enemy, if you're trying to dash in a straight line, or even from a flanking position, Kaja can just save the ultimate, and just then, divine judgment onto your body, onto your head, and you just got taken out by Beatrix as well as Lancelot. So right now, I think Onyx draft is looking pretty good. It's good against Assassin, good against Tank. But what are the marksman choices for Evos, right? What are the roam choices for Evos? Are we gonna see the unkillable choices coming out? It is finally the foreign game that we wanted. I mean, I've been mentioning for 2 days now. We shall find out because Indonesia has surprised us many times, and this is no exception.
We'll see. Maybe, possibly, don't know. I mean, anything could happen. This time, though, Onic has a chance to ban out some marksmen because Evos decided not to pick theirs up first, so they take out the Melissa. Do they take out the Moskov? I don't know if Evos has that in their litter, like in their picks here. They could ban out the Brody as well. I definitely think it wouldn't be a bad idea to just focus in onto the gold lane, though.
Yeah. Take out all the good marksman choices, right? The thing is, they don't have to ban a character like Carry because they don't need to worry about it. But who else is good? 1-1's definitely not a good choice in this particular game because no frontline tank for 1-1 to get it auto off, right? To get so we're looking at Claw's already being banned, Melissa being banned, Beatrice being taken. So are we gonna ban Harith? Because Harith does extremely well against Beatrix in lane. Novara being banned away, including something like Terizla from Evos. They know that Lupi really liked the Terizla. And by the way, Lupi has been showing us some crazy ults, right? 3-4 man ults all game long, all day long. This guy, probably like maybe what, Indonesia Supreme #1 Lapu Terizla? Is that what's going on? Because nobody else really used this character except for Lupi tonight. I mean, this entire series. Brody got banned.
There goes the Brody ban. So we are going to force Evos into something like the carry. Maybe that Mia we saw earlier. Who knows? Maybe they get real spicy. Maybe a Popo and Koopa. That's what I'd like to see. But hey, who knows? The meta's crazy right now. Evos definitely taking their time to think about it. They also need a roam. Grok's still open. Kufra's still open. A lot of possibilities around the board.
You know what would be good? Oh, wait. They decided to go with a Faramis roam. It's interesting because they do have the Fredrin tank, so we don't really need another tank as a roam. So sure, Faramis makes sense. It would work against Kaja. But then what would be their marksman choice? I would take a very crazy guess. You know, if they don't go for the Harith, maybe the Iritho. Like if Onic continue to build squishy characters, so they already have kind of squishy characters. We know Lancelot is building full damage now, right? I've seen it a few games in a row where Lancelot go full damage. Beatrice quite squishy, and then the thing that can dodge Lancelot, you gotta pick a character that can run really fast, that can be very mobile. You know, Iritho is not bad of a choice. Harith is definitely not a bad choice at all, right? It can dodge many skills from Lancelot. It can certainly do well against Beatrix in lane. But if you're looking for more physical damage, you want to go with something like what? I don't know. Iritho seems like the only choice. Or now maybe the carry.
Is this a mid lane Joy? Mid lane Joy?
This is the mid lane Joy. This is a mid lane Joy, yeah.
Well, he's still Joy. Mid lane Joy?
Mid lane Joy.
Mid lane Joy. All right. Mid lane Joy. I could get down with that. Does look like Doma. I mean, Veldora's gonna be locking down the carry most likely. It's gonna get swapped over to Doma. How are we feeling about this?
Dude, I feel good.
For who?
Dude, again, for Onic. Because the thing is, I would just mention that Indo never failed to surprise us pleasantly, right? Oh, carry got taken out. The traditional pick, they do need some physical damage, so it makes sense. But then at the same time, for carry in lane against Beatrix, we'll see who wins. Joy as mid lane is not bad in a lot of scenarios, especially with someone like the Vengeance, because you can do well and you have the sustain. So if you get dove on, or I don't think Joy's gonna get dove on. It's really Joy diving other people. Diving against carry, pop the Vengeance, carry might just suicide. You know, so this is not a bad choice to be honest. I think it's pretty decent. I think it makes sense. I just want to see Alice with the Vengeance. I think it's really good against any marksman.
I mean, it's definitely going to be up in the air. We'll see how things go. This is match point for Evos Icon. I'm hoping, I would love to see a game 3. You know, this is the last series of the night. It's still early for me, I gotta say. It's nice and sunny out in Korea. I'm not quite ready to go out just yet. But let's jump right into the land of Dawn. Can Onic Overlord turn the tables, or will Evos Icon make this a clean sweep?
Are we gonna see a best out of 3, full best out of 3 tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, we shall find out. Let's take a look at the items. It's gonna be a slow retry from Lancelot, as well as a slow retry from Fredrin. Both going for the clock control. Wen Shuang are going for the harassment in the early game. But get kicked out of the jungle from Owen. Meanwhile, top side is violence on violence. Already carry against Beatrix right off the bat.
I definitely think Beatrix is going to win out in the laning phase at least. They might go back and forth, but Beatrix has the range, can kind of dance around, can choose which way they want to take this. And as long as Dee can hold that advantage and not get picked off, they do have a good chance. But here comes Sasser already being aggressive. Owen and Sasser, just a dynamic duo. They've done this both games, but this time they need to do it correctly. They can't get caught off.
Yeah. You know, when Sasser was jumping in, I was just in my head going, da 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 da. Oh, here we go, bottom side. That's a song. That's a song for the ultimate. But when you're dancing, it's not like that. It's like more of a beat. Dun, 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 dun. It's like one of those drumming thingy. Oh, top side, Beatrix.
You know, I thought it was really, I thought it was really crazy when they literally gave a hero their own background music. It's the first time we've ever seen that. I thought it was kind of insane. I thought it might be annoying playing it, but no, I think it really just hypes. It's almost like a buff, you know? Like, it's kind of unfair. You're playing the Joy, and I don't know where the beat drops, and you're just like, oh yeah, in your zone, dance along while you're on your phone. But as we jump into this game, we're at 2 minutes. It's 0-0. Gold's still at a standstill. No one's made a big move just yet.
Yo, Cesar. Might be rocking hard plays here.
Yeah, Krite coming down as well, using the wings by wings. Sasser might go down, gonna get stunned and taken out. Loopy might just be next. The final slash. Where is he gonna go? Into the jungle, and Evos Icon don't care. They want to go for this turtle. Boy, able to pick it up though.
Nice.
Still Loopy in a bad spot between 4 members. Can he escape this? Gonna get stunned? Nope. No way. Down he goes.
Way too overconfident, right? Early game, when we're talking about a character, oh, here we go. Solution gonna get this red for sure, right? There's no chance. Boy, to already use a retreat on a red, and Fredrin so precisely, or should I say intuitively understood, oh wait, this is my chance to invade, and he found this opportunity and he secured opportunity. So really good job. But I want to say that Fredrin, Loopy on Uranus was definitely overconfident on how strong Uranus really is, right? Sometimes it's not impenetrable. It can be penetrable, and in this case, it is penetrable, right? He tried to stay in there, but it wasn't very effective. You know, he could have just walked in a sexy S shape and walked back. You know, try to kite a little bit, but instead he decided to walk in a straight line across 4 people on top of a Fredrin without Purify. I mean, that's the definition of overconfidence. Sure enough, it's showing him why he shouldn't have done it. Oh, here we go. A little bit of trade on skills, but pretty even on total farm tracks.
Yeah, I mean, completely even in total farm overall. Neither of the gold laners have gone down yet. That's going to be when the tables possibly turn. D, though, he is making some rotation, trying to pick up some extra gold. And Loopy doing the Uranus thing, just hanging out right now. Going to try to cut lanes. And we're already seeing how this is working. And this could give some map pressure over to the side of Onic Overlord. A little bit of fight there. Sasser taking a little bit too much damage. Out comes the electrifying beats. D goes down. The first drop. Suchigen picking up that kill. Can they find Doma? No. Instead, Owen is found instead. But boy, doesn't want to let it go here. He does pick up something, making the even trade in the gold lane. No longer even, though, because that's a 3-for-1, Dave.
Wow. Is it worth it? 3-for-1, and everybody died. A jungler, you know, the marksman, as well as the roam, just for a carry. I mean, look at Farsa, already 2-0-2. Krite is this time is not only looking pretty, she's gonna be destroying the Beatrix, right? The Beatrix like try to sit there and do damage. Farsa, we're gonna see an early feathers airstrike to start shredding everybody. I mean, if the Farsa comes online too early, it might be bad. Not only, oh, here we go. Oh. Not only for
Eldora.
Too aggressive.
No.
Wow. Wow, Trax.
That just
what's going on?
I don't know. Loopy's going on right now. Reynas sitting in the backside still. Here comes the turtle. Both of them starting it, but Doma's going to pop the speedy light wheel, trying to lock on a Loopy. Loopy uses the consecration, able to get away. Here comes Boy into the backside, though, locking on Doma, uses the Phantom Execution, taking too many shots, though. Boy goes down, Doma finds the kill. Now Suchigen should be able to work onto this turtle himself. Owen and Loopy trying to keep vision, but Onic Overlord want no piece of this. Veldora finds D, though. That's 2-for-0 right now. Evos Icon taken off. Suchigen takes a turtle, and now Sasser in a little bit of trouble, gonna get knocked up. The feathered airstrike comes down. He's trying to use the electrifying beats, but no! Oy! Killing spree. This is looking bad for Onic Overlord. Luckily, Owen finds something in all of the panic.
Jesus. I mean, it almost feels like Evos has like the anti-Onic icon on her head. You know, Evos icon more like the anti-Onic icon. Here we go, top side. Boy is not having a good time at all this game, right? He's not having any luck. Like, he's trying to go on the back line, but there's so much tiny and teeny CCs, quad control coming out from Susujin, that he's not able to move properly. Right? Every time you try to dash, every time you try to use ultimate, it's getting canceled. Here you dash, you get one taunt, one knock up, he's dead. And look at top. Oh. Look at, ooh.
Onic are playing with a little too much confidence right now, I feel like. Like, they're just like, Loopy has to understand that they're behind and he can't be the aggressive Uranus that he wants to be. He can't just be hanging out, cutting lanes like he normally would be. He has to be more careful. Evos Icon now have about a 2,000 gold lead, which has 6 minutes. That's a decent amount. It means their damage is up there. Boy's getting bullied down to the... Oh, pulled back in, tries to phase out, but that's it. Von Strong gonna pick up the kill. Watch for Owen and D, though.
One strong, you know, one strong together, strong. That's literally what's happening. Well, mid lane, Trax, mid lane.
Owen looking for Von Strong. The Cult Altar comes out. Sasser can do nothing about it, and Doma flickers in. Able to pick up that kill. Owen might just be next. Suchigen doesn't want to relent, not yet. Down comes the Feathered Airstrike. Loopy doing some side sets. D wants to try to find the range, but he's forced away. And wait, the wings by wings!
One more time.
Veldora under the tower. Boy, looking for Suchigen, but now he's too deep. Might get taken out as well. Stunned up, locked up, taken down. Double kill for Veldora.
Veldora was showing that the first time was actually a misplay when he dove the tower, right? This is what's supposed to happen. This is a script that he prepared. Yeah, it might not work out the first time, but the second time is a charm, and sure enough, he proved to the world that he can make the tower dive work. Not only getting 1 kill, he's getting double kills this time. Completely even up the kill board, and not even up, but jumping himself to a 4-1-1 KDA. That's looking pretty sexy. Let's take a look at items. Right now, oh. Just too
late, Dave. You were too late.
Yeah, I was too late.
You only get so much time, Dave.
I'm sorry. That was unfortunate. But I gotta say, Veldora at this point, he's gonna shred the backline. He's a lot of CCs. He has eyes targeted onto D. You know the win condition is D, and definitely D is getting bullied, right? 0-3-0. And Cesar is not having a good time either. He's getting chased around across the map. And one more time.
Cesar.
Oh, here we go. You want to trade?
Find beats. Why? No trade. Not today. Sasser goes down. Evos Icon looking for the split push. D can't even get the finish on that. This is looking a little bit rough. It's 14-4, 8.5 minutes,
D.
Dave. And Suchigen forcing the play. D in a bad spot. Not today. You're out. You're gone. Back to the base. Loopy might be next. Suchigen and Van Strong don't want to let go. Suchigen uses concentration. Can he escape? Yes, he will, but Doma still taking towers on the top side like it's nobody's business.
Nobody's business for sure. Meanwhile, finally, Boy find a kill. But, dude, I think right now, Onic has lost the groove. Like, they were in the groove, and now they like lost this groove, and they're not sure how to find the next groove. You know, they're just making a lot of mistakes. Oh, here we go. Flicker.
Oh, that's it. Loopy might just be next. Gets taunted. This could be bad. Final slash taken down. Owen's just watching. Can't do anything about it. He can't engage because he gets taken out too. Now take us through these items, Dave.
Oh, one more time. Look at the carry.
Take us through these items, Dave.
Completely power spiked, right? 3 core item. This guy's decked out. You got a Corvin size. You got the DHS. You got a Golden Staff. I mean, this guy, he's gonna shred everybody. That's why Uranus cannot just go in like, you know, as long, you know, whenever he wants to. Look at Beatrix sitting at 1,500 gold behind. She's not even hitting the power spike. She has the Blade of Despair, and she's not even Animalific Roar. You need at least those 2 core items for Beatrix to be relevant. That's also why the Kaja, played by Owen here, wasn't able to use ultimate very confidently, right? Because he's not sure if, even if he used the ultimate, he's gonna get the damage. Oh, here we go, the CCs, Loopy. Yeah, you're out of this world.
That's it.
Yeah.
0-4-0 for Loopy right now. Uranus, it was a good pick, but right now, like you just said, with Doma having that trio of items in, there's just no way he can hang out. Sasser's having the same issue. He goes in, he gets shredded down, and this is because Evos Icon plays this grouped up strategy where it's almost always at least 3 or 4 of them together. There's just no way for Onic Overlord to get the pickoffs that they want.
Yeah. And Cesar, we thought it would make sense, but so far this game, oh, here we go.
Nice pick. Van Strong does go down. Overlord making a play happen before the Lord comes. Should give them a little bit of an advantage for this siege. Can they survive it out? Veldora comes in, looking for the final slash. Doesn't have it right now. Loopy forces concentration deep, unloading some shots. But wait, no! No! Doma still gets it with the dash away, with the passive. Able to get that hit. Minions coming now. It's 4v5. Evos Icon on the field. Lord connected onto the base. It's not It's not going to get the crash because it's not enhanced. So maybe Onic Overlord can survive this push, but Icon is crashing in.
Ooh, the thing is, it lost the most important person who can kill Lord fast, which is Beatrix, right? Which eventually results in losing the top high ground tower there. And I mean, at this point, yes, Beatrix is strong, but what about carry though? What about the carry though? Right? You don't sustain this. There are too many mini qual control, like I said, of Veldora with the final slash. You have the taunt, the knockup coming out from Susujin. You have the pull from Wan Shuang. And even mini stun coming out from Krite. Those mini stuns are adding up to be huge stuns, right? To be game-changing stuns. Like, you can't even move. Imagine someone like as tanky as Loopy with Purify are sitting there getting killed, murdered from 100 to 0. Like, this seems way too much CC, and it's working out for Evos. Let's take a look at final item. Okay, forget about items. Here comes the push, Rex.
Yeah, D brought down a half health with one feathered airstrike there. It's looking a little bit rough. Another tower drops. Evos Icon working their way to the boss side now as Onic Overlords watch their towers crumble. They watch the aggressors move in, grasping for anything right now to try to hang on.
Try to hang on, that's for sure. Already at 8,000 gold deficit. I mean, I don't think we've seen 8,000 gold deficit for a long time now. All the games have been so close. When Onic Overlord was taking on Evos, the gold differential was always really, really close. It wasn't like a one-sided game. It was back and forth, and Onic eventually win. But now it's a one-sided game to the favor of Evos twice in a row. They don't want to stay here, Trax. They're waiting for the grand final. They're ready. Oh,
yeah, they want their rematch against Echo Proud, and now D instantly gone. Unstoppable kill for Veldora. Lord up in 1 second. I don't think there's anything the Overlords can do.
No. In fact, they're going back to the split push, right?
They need like a steal of the lifetime.
Yeah, I don't think they can, right? I don't think they can. Carry, unless Carry goes in with the pull, and then they need this lore though. Oh, Sar, are you gonna die with a Doma? Oh, it seems like, oh, he missed the ultimate. He missed the opportunity. Top tier 2 is not even dead. Trex.
This is rough.
What is this?
Can Boy pull something out of his pocket and come in from the backside? Maybe get the retrieve of his life. He goes in, but he doesn't get it. Sutsujin able to still pull it off. Now Sasser shredded down with Speedy Light Wheel. Doma picks up the kill. Boy on the run with 4 members trying to sandwich him in. They should be able to get this. He punctures through, stuck against the wall. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get away from this, Dave.
No more dash.
That's it. One last hit. The KO comes in. Sutsujin picks it up as Luki rushes back to base. Krite with the wings by wings coming in as well, but Veldora to the backside. Gonna get the finish. Another monster kill, and the Lord is here. It's Owen and Loopy up against 5. 5 seconds till Sasser comes up. Can they buy the time, clear the waves? They've got no one to shred it down. This will be a 2-0 sweep. Evos Icon are gonna get their revenge match tomorrow up against Echo Proud.
Oh my god. What a dominating series. I don't think we've seen such dominating series in the entire playoff, to be honest, Trax. This is crazy. And to say that they destroyed a team who just destroyed Echo Loud, right? What is going on? I mean, there's a logic, right? Yeah, what is going on, Trax? I mean, I'm just simply stating facts. You know, I was like
we're in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we're in the Twilight Zone. What?
Indo stonks are up right now. Indo stonks are high. The chat is viral. People are losing their minds. There's going to be clips of this for days. I'm going to have to stay off the internet for a while because of all the heat that's going to be going around.
This is definitely Indo pride moment, right? I mean, they've proven themselves to be really working, really practicing, showing us creative strategy that's working out. Both teams are showing up different draft that works creatively and work like at the right time, at the right moment from his Rome. When was the last time you seen that? Blacklist, Oh My Venus, right? I mean, that even then it wasn't even show. It didn't even show up in I believe MSC. I think we didn't see that, right? We see mostly someone like Novaria from Blacklist as a Rome, but. It's so creative, yet it's working out. It makes sense, perfect. God damn, I'm excited for the grand finals.
I'm definitely excited too. Before we call it a night, let's take a look at some of these percentages. We take a look at Evos Icon, and I want to mention this. Remember, they like to group up. They like to be a team, and everyone has huge team fight participation. It just goes to show their play style. But Doma did such a good job of split pushing as well and shredding down those towers, Dave.
Whew, look at the tower damage, 54% from D. This is a win condition, definitely win is secured. For the tower damage coming out from Evo side, Doma doing her job, sure, doing his job, but unfortunately, this time
are great.
Yeah, I like we're seeing the in-game overlay. You can see a lot of stuff you don't see before. You gotta see the chat, the spiciness. Kaja this time, unfortunately, just didn't work out for Onic's favor. They pick it twice in a row, and twice in a row, it kind of crumbled. It kind of like they faltered, right, onto their own pick. Here we go. 2 wins go to Evos Icon. They will proceed to the grand final, fighting for the $40,000 prize against Evos Proud, the team who took down Evos Loud. Echo. What the hell? Echo Loud. Echo Proud take on Echo Loud. What a great match. What an incredible match to watch tomorrow. The team has shown the dominance in the bracket, in the journey to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, by the way, Trax, I think tomorrow we also have a show match.
We do have a show match, yeah, the Rivals match. We have CoachTezet up against Team Lions.
Team Lions,
something
yes.
like that. But yeah, here's a big point, though. Here's a big point.
Yeah.
We've only look at this bracket. We've only seen one full best of 3. It was Evos Icon versus Echo Proud. So if that tells us anything, tomorrow's best of 5 could definitely go the distance. Don't get me wrong. We've had some exciting games, but I'm tired of 2-0s. I'm tired of sweeps. And if there was any 2 teams that I thought was going to give us a great finals, it was these 2 teams. So I'm a little bit happy that Evos Icons won because we know they're going to come swinging tomorrow.
This is a season of underdogs. That's all I'm going to say. Evos Icon, Echo Proud. Tomorrow, once again, PH versus Indo Grand Finals. This is like the MSC. But on WCG World Cyber Game, Busan, Korea, who's going to take the train back? Who's going to take the train back with $40,000? Who's going to take the train back with only 10? It will be discovered tomorrow. And on top of that, again, we have the show match with some of your favorite creators. Team CoachTezet versus Team Lion. Even though you probably recognize a lot of them. We've seen some incredible faces. Trax, I know it's going to be a great show tomorrow. Any closing statement you want to say to our lovely viewers?
Well, it's been a blessing. I know yesterday, we were getting our wheels turning, but I feel like today things have really smoothed out overall. So big shout out to production, big shout out to the teams, big shout out to you, Dave. It's been a pleasure doing this, and I'm excited about tomorrow.
All right, like, subscribe, turn the bell to all notification bells. So join us tomorrow. We'll see you for the WCG Grand Final 2023. Bye for now.